Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Victoria and I post beauty videos every Monday and Wednesday, and on Fridays I post some mommy/family content just to keep this page a little bit well-rounded and about myself. So if you're interested and you would love to join the fam, please don't forget to click the subscribe button down below, and also make sure that you hit that post notification bell so you see whenever I do post. So today I want to get into affordable brushes. So it's been a hot topic. A lot of people have asked me, they've seen my brush collection and they're like, oh my gosh, is that all like MAC and Morphe and Sigma brushes? And I'm like, no, it's not. I have a lot of affordable brushes because a lot of these brushes I've had for a really, really long time. So they've stuck around with me from the beginning of my kit until now. So they're very durable and they're very just versatile. So you can use it on so many different looks, and you can achieve the same thing that you can achieve with drugstore brushes, you can achieve with higher end brushes. So I would say that it takes a little bit more work to blend out certain things when you're using some affordable brushes, but honestly, they work just as well as higher end brushes. So as the video is going on, I'm going to be showing you some close-ups of the actual brushes themselves or the sponges that I will be using, and we'll also show you how I use them to apply my makeup. So you'll see little clips here and there. I'm not going to go into depth with what I use or anything with the products that I use. I will also be listing the prices of each of the brushes in the description box as well as in the video. So whenever you see the close-ups, you'll see the price. So everything here, I totaled it up, and all the brushes and the sponges that I showed you would come out to $64.50. If you know how much MAC brushes are, there's one brush that could cost you $60. So to show you that you can get a full kit with $60 is actually a steal. And maybe you have some of your staples and these are just kind of supplemental brushes, so it'll probably be less than that. But like I said, I created this look using these brushes, and I will also show you some like honorable mentions that I think that you would, want to use. I use pencil brushes I use pencils on my brows, but I have used pomades before, and some of the kits actually come with good brushes. So I'll definitely mention that at the end. So now let's just jump into it. So the first brush that we're gonna get into is this EQUATE brush, and it is a bronzer brush. It's super soft. They say it's a bronzer brush, but what I use it for is to just powder all over the face because it's super soft. It's really big and fluffy, and it is perfect at packing on any type of powder. So if you want to use it for foundation, or if you just want to set your face with whatever setting powder you use, this would definitely be the brush for you. And this retails for $9, but for the size and like the quality of it, it's definitely worth the buck. The next is my Wet n Wild blush brush. And this right here is super soft as well, and it really does pick up the product and just kind of lay it down really nicely in the places that you want to be bronzed. So I have a smaller forehead, but if you have a larger forehead, this would be perfect. So what I do when I get to my forehead area, I just kind of grab the tip and just go all around, and it does disperse the product so nicely. And this brush is so soft, and I hate scratchy brushes, so this is definitely nice, and it's only $1.50. So I'm gonna try to stick with the same family of brushes. So the next one is this Wet n Wild large eyeshadow brush, and this retails for $1. So what I like to use this for is to kind of just pack on all of the glittery eyeshadow that's on my lids, and this does a really nice job of that, and it works well wet as well. If you want to intensify the colors that are on your lids and the shimmers, this is really a nice brush for that. A bulk of these brushes are from E.L.F Cosmetics, and if you guys know E.L.F, you know that they're in every, I want to say, drugstore and affordable makeup store. So Walmart, Target, they're at CVS, I believe they're at Walgreens, but you can find them online on the E.L.F website, which also has a lot of coupons from time to time, which is pretty much when I got all these brushes. I believe they had 20% off, or the brushes were on sale 50% off. So that's when I picked mine up. So that would definitely be something, if you want to reduce the price of $64.50, definitely pick them up when they're on sale. So this is my favorite favorite brush, and this is the E.L.F highlighting brush. I do not use this to highlight. I use this for underneath my eye to set my under eye because, again, it's super soft and it just kind of fits perfectly under here. So I use it to just kind of blot and set any areas that I have used any setting powders or I want to set so that it doesn't crease. So this is the perfect brush for that. If you guys have been on my channel, then you know what the next brush is. This is the This is the E.L.F Selfie Ready Foundation Blurring Brush. This is the best to blend out any cream contours that you have, any cream contour that you have on your face, and it's also really great for your foundation as well to buff it in and blur it out, and it does a really nice job of blending and blending without feeling too harsh on your skin. It's super nice and soft, and it also has like a dome shape, so it's kind of rounded, so you do get to get into those crevices, and it's small enough that it's not going to take up your whole forehead, so it's really nice. I definitely do like this brush. Next up, I feel, is a dupe for the NARS Ita brush, and that is the E.L.F contouring brush. This is really nice when you want to pick up like a contouring shade and just kind of chisel out your cheekbones and then go on the sides of your nose. That's what I really like this for, is to kind of contour the sides of my nose, and it just kind of gives you those precise lines, and it's pretty much the size of your nose. So that's all I use that for, and then what I will do is I'll go in with one of the other brushes and kind of blend out any harsh lines, but this gives you that perfect shadow, so it gives you that perfect chiseled look, and I definitely love this one. Now we're moving into the eyes, and this is the E.L.F concealer brush. I do not use this to conceal under my eyes, but what I will use this is to take some MAC Painterly Paint Pot or some of my foundation and just go on top of my eye just to set the lids to get them ready for any shadows. So I definitely like this because it's the perfect size. It picks up cream products really nicely, and I like it for that more than I like it to pick up any shimmer shadows. It is a bit rough on the tips, but all I really use is the side of it, and I just kind of pat down any of the color. It works nicely wet as well, so it's definitely a versatile and must-have in your kit. Next up is also a must-have in your kit. Pretty much all of these are must-haves in your kit. This is E.L.F flat eyeliner brush, and this retails for $3, and this is perfect for either just giving you a little bit of smoke on top of the lash line, but I use it mainly to go on my lower lash line, and I just kind of buff it out. And this is great for when you're having some of those like more dramatic looks. This is perfect for going underneath and blending the whole look together. I never use it wet, so I don't know if it would intensify anything or anything like that, but I have used this to cut the crease. So I have used cream products with this, and it works really nicely. So definitely a must-have. Next up is a crease brush, and what I like to do with this is just pack on any pigment into the crease area. This is kind of, it's not an exact dupe for MAC 224 because that's like a holy grail. Like, I think you need that in your kit if you're going to invest, but this is a close second. A nice dupe for the Morphe M433. So it's flatter, but it's still fluffy, so it's nice to get product all over up into the, you know, up to the brow bone and in the crease area. So if you don't want something too precise, this is a really nice brush for that. Couple that, I would definitely get one of these, which is the E.L.F blending brush, and this is perfect because it has a really nice point. It gets right into the outer corner and then into your crease. So I would take a little bit darker shade from my transition color, a little bit darker. I would use this brush and kind of just go in and intensify the look with this brush. They're both super soft, and they're both $3. The next three are kind of like interchangeable. I would say that if you could find one of them, pick it up. They're honestly, two of these are $2, and then actually two of these are $1, and then the other one is $3. So I mean, if you want to have them all, it's good to have just for different looks that you might want to start playing with. So here are those brushes. This is the E.L.F pencil brush, and this is perfect for getting in the inner corners over here and underneath the lash line as well, to smudge out what that flat liner brush would have packed on. So this is really nice for that. But if you're looking for something that's for the inner corners, I use this E.L.F concealer brush. It's called a concealer brush, but I honestly don't know why. This is perfect for your inner corner highlights, so that's what I've used here. And it just packs on really nicely. You could use it wet, and it's perfect. It's the perfect size for that inner corner. Next up is the E.L.F Smudge brush. And this I like for the lower lash line because it's not too thick and it's not super scratchy. It's really soft and really nice, and it really does nicely blend out any color that you are packing under there, especially for more smokier looks when you want it to not be so perfect and under the eye. You kind of want it to be a little bit more, I don't know, like smudged. I mean, obviously smudged out, but like a little bit more dragged out, just kind of, if you want like more of a grunge look, this is a really nice smudger brush for that. So this fits perfectly under the eye, and it's also $1, so perfect. The next two brushes, one is from CVS and one is from Up and Up brand at Target. This is my highlighting brush, and this is from Up and Up at Target, and I believe this was $3. And this is what packs on my highlights so nicely. I would say that this would kind of be a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting brush. It packs on really nicely. It's kind of tapered, so you don't get too much. You just take the tip and then you just add it on, and it's perfect. It's really, really nice. Next is from Essence of Beauty, and you can find this on Amazon. They used to sell this one at CVS. That's where I got it from, and like I said, this is OG in my kit. This is from like high school, I want to say. But this is the perfect blush brush. It's a angled, let me see what it's called. Angled blush brush. So I just kind of use this to just perfectly pack on the cheeks, and it works so nicely. It's soft. Again, all the brushes that I'm recommending are definitely soft. I do not like any scratchy type of brushes, no matter the price. It could be high-end, it could be $1. If it's scratchy, it's getting tossed. So this is definitely nice to just pack on the color, and it picks up a lot of pigment and really packs it on, and it doesn't just like stay on your brush. So it gives you a nice, flawless, effortless look for your blush. The next three are sponges, and these three sponges are used for different reasons. One of them is my favorite, so I'll show you that last. But this is the L'Oreal Infallible Beauty Blender. It's really nice, but I do not like the pointy tip. It's just too chubby, but it does blend out your foundation really nicely because it doesn't take up too much of your product, and it just kind of sits on the sponge and then just disperses all over the place. Whereas your beauty blender kind of like takes all the product and just steals it. So this one I really like because it just kind of lays it and blends it out really nicely. So I like this for foundation. This is the ECOTOOLS sponge, and this is the ECOTOOLS Total Perfecting Blender. The reason I like this brush is solely for baking. So I will take my setting powder and just kind of go perfectly under the eyes, and this has such a nice flat tip. You can also go on the sides of your nose and bake there, and just anywhere, because it does have a nice flat tip. It has a shorter flat tip, and then it has just like this flat edge that you can get really nicely under the eyes. So that's why I like those sponges. Now this sponge is all around my favorite. I just like the way that it was created, and I don't know, if it's very comfortable. So this is the Maybelline FaceStudio Master Blender, and the reason I love this is because of the shape. So this right here fits perfectly under your eye. You don't have to press too hard, you don't have to press it together, and it's really comfortable because it has this kind of like groove here for your fingers to hold on to. So I noticed that when I use the beauty blender, I would start like grabbing it to buff things out, and then I would get makeup all over my fingers. This kind of doesn't do that. This keeps everything where you need it to be. This is for your concealer, this is for your foundation, and it works beautifully. So if you can get this sponge is $5, and if you could find it, I would actually buy it online if I can. If you can't find it in store, it's definitely worth it. And then last but not least, I just wanted to mention this. I told you I was going to mention something like an honorable mention, and that is the Milani eyebrow pencil, eyebrow brush. And this one is really nice. It has a nice angle, and it's nice to fill in your brows like with hair-like strokes, and also to pack in the product. It has a spoolie at the end, and it comes with their pomade, which is really great. So I would definitely, if you're looking for a eyebrow pencil brush, then definitely pick this up. It's one of the best at the drugstore. So definitely something nice because it is stiff. It's not dingy and like super soft where it'll kind of just go all over your brows. It's really nice. So that is it. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. I hope that these brushes help. And like I said, for $64.50, which is the price of all of these brushes together, I think that you can have a really complete kit and get, you know, most of the looks that you'll see on my page down packed, because you'll have everything that I pretty much use. But for now, let's stick to drugstore, because I know we're all starting the new year. We want to save money. We want to have, you know, we want to look good on a budget. So thank you again for watching. Make sure to subscribe down below and let me know what you want to see next. I'm up for anything. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.